Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May peace and blessings of God Almighty be upon all of you and upon me also. Ameen. Bismillah. Let us begin in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one God of this universe, who is the sustainer of everything, including you and me. This live stream is in the continuation to the previously introduced topic of Shabashe Khilafat TheoTechCracy. Let us begin with the name. What is the meaning of name Shabashe and why I chose this name, or I should say, why this name chose us as a religious foundation? The name Shabashe basically means praise. Well done to be a little bit specific, like how in many parts of the world, when we have to praise someone for their work, we say, "Oh boy, well done." So this is the basically intention behind the name Shabashe. And I thought that our work as a religious foundation is to do something good for the society, to the humanity, inshallah, God willingly. And this name suits quite well. The second thing is, as previously discussed in the intro live stream, which was a very short video, and due to some technical issues, the video didn't came out quite well, but it was recorded yesterday. That was the 1st of January to 2024. And in that video, I introduced three words: Shabashe, which I just explained to you what it means. And the second word was Khilafat, and the third word is theotechcracy. So, after giving you some information about the name Shabashe, let us come to the second part, the second word. This word, most of you might have already heard. Some might be having very good perception about this word, and due to the propaganda that is happening since time immemorial, since the beginning of the time, some few exceptions are there who has a negative perspective about this word khilafat. What khilafat actually is, let me try to put it in a very simple sentence. May God help me to put it in a very simple sentence, inshallah. We as humans have been given a status, a degree of status, and an important position in this universe. And that position and that degree of position is that Islam calls as to be a Khalifa, to be someone who has been given this status to rule over this world as the most humble being. And this humble being, which we call as humans and which we call as humanity, are the chosen species, are the chosen entities by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to live in a way that has peace, that has harmony. Plus, we have been given this position to take care of other entities also, of animal also, of the 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 health of this earth also. So this is the position which we can call as Khalifa. And when we try to establish a system as per the Ad Deen Al Islam, the religion of Islam, the code and the law of Islam, this system is known as Khilafat. So we can say that when a lot of individual Khalifas, or when we all take responsibility to come together and we harmonize ourselves as a bigger group, as a bigger system the under the concept of one God. This whole concept is known as Khilafat. So this Khilafat is not only at the group level or at the society level or at the humanity level. It is also the responsibility of an individual like you and me to consider ourselves as a caliph, I should say, Caliph, or Khalifa in Arabic. So we as an individual have this responsibility given by the Lord Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to lead a life that is harmonious, that is to the level of perfection. I can understand that we are not perfect beings, but there should be a motivation coming from inside us to live a life that is like a Khalifa, someone who has been regarded, someone who has been given this position to be the superior, the most superior species out in this universe. And that species is holding free will. We are not bound by some external forces to choose between right and wrong, to choose between different options that comes along in our lives. So based on our intellect and based on our intuition, we have been given this choice to choose between right and wrong, and we have to do the best decision making based on our intuition and intellect. And Islam says, because we are a religious foundation that is based on Ad Deen Al Islam, the code of the religion of Islam. So we find or we derive our tenets from the religion of Islam. That is very obvious to say. So at the top of the pyramid is God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that God has chosen humanity and humans and human as his representative on this universe. And he has given this free will to all of us. And he is testing us to see who among us leads a life that is up to the level of perfection, inshallah. So this is a very broad concept of khilafat. And in the next upcoming live streams, we will try to discuss about how we can establish this khilafat, this system based on Ad Deen Al Islam at an individual level and at a group level. And that will be happening as per our understanding, as per our vision via TheoTechCracy. So in the upcoming live streams, we will try to look upon the topic of TheoTechCracy, which is by chance or by the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is a concept that we have thought upon, though there are many things in this concept that has been derived from the established concepts given by different thinkers, different religious figures, but we wish to incorporate theo that can also represent God, tech that can represent technology, crazy that can represent self-governance. And we want to bring these three individual but quite compatible concepts together to establish this khilafat, this system of perfection under the oneness of God and under the unity of God. So this is the basic idea of Shabashe, which is the name of our religious foundation, and Khilafat is our work, and theotechracy is how we wish to implement it. And I am Muhammad, founder and CEO of Shabashe, and I'm really humbled and I'm really excited to begin building this ecosystem of Ad Deen Al Islam with you guys, with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and with the help of all of you, inshallah. So, this is the second live stream, and I hope, inshallah, God helps me and all of us at Shabashe to bring these kind of live streams, plus to showcase our work and to showcase our vision and to showcase to you how our progress might help you, me, and everyone else in the best way possible, inshallah. So thank you for your time. Jazakallah khair. Your time is quite precious and the life is very short. So I have a very short quote that live and die for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty. And it is very simple. It is not very difficult task to do. The only thing needed is to be a little bit of conscious about this thing that there is one God and we are here for a reason. And I have already introduced the reason, and the reason is to be a Khalifa, a Khalif, and how we can come together to, to live in this system at an individual level and at a group level is our responsibility. So thank you very much again. Jazakallah khair. Take care and do pray for me also. Allah Hafiz. May God protect you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.